Introduction: How to Build Your Dream Life. The introduction of How to Build Your Dream Life is a powerful manifesto for personal transformation, an urgent call to break free from limitations, and a deeply inspiring roadmap that equips readers with the mindset, strategies, and tools necessary to create a life of fulfillment, success, and purpose. It begins by addressing the fundamental struggles that prevent people from pursuing their ideal lives: fear of failure, self-doubt, procrastination, societal expectations, lack of clarity, and the common misconception that success is reserved for the privileged few. It dismantles these limiting beliefs and instead introduces a revolutionary perspective that anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, has the power to take control of their life and build the future they desire. The introduction highlights that waiting for the perfect moment or relying on external validation only leads to stagnation, and instead, success is built through intentional action, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to growth. It presents the idea that a dream life isn't something that simply happens to lucky individuals. It's something that is consciously designed through self-awareness, goal setting, discipline, and adaptability. The book encourages readers to redefine success in a way that aligns with their unique values, passions, and ambitions rather than blindly chasing societal definitions of wealth, status, or achievement. The introduction challenges readers to reflect on what truly brings them joy and meaning, urging them to break free from the mental barriers and self-imposed limitations that have held them back for so long. It provides the initial spark of motivation to take action immediately, reinforcing the idea that even the smallest step forward can create momentum that leads to life-changing results. Throughout this section, the book lays the foundation for a transformative journey, promising to guide readers through every step of the process, from cultivating the right mindset to implementing practical strategies for long-term success. It teases the upcoming chapters, which will explore key concepts like financial independence, personal growth, resilience, time management, and overcoming obstacles, showing that success is a holistic pursuit that involves balancing multiple aspects of life. The introduction emphasizes that setbacks and failures are not signs of defeat, but valuable learning experiences that strengthen character, build resilience, and refine one's vision for the future. It teaches readers how to shift their mindset from seeing challenges as roadblocks to viewing them as stepping stones toward greatness. The book reassures readers that they are not alone in their struggles, offering inspiring stories of individuals who have overcome adversity and built extraordinary lives by applying the principles outlined within its pages. More than just motivation, the introduction instills a sense of urgency, reminding readers that their dream life is not a distant fantasy, but a tangible reality that can be achieved through consistent effort and belief in their own potential. It dismantles the myth that life is predetermined by circumstances and instead reinforces the empowering truth that individuals have the agency to design their future, regardless of where they start. By the end of the introduction, readers are left with a profound realization: they are in control of their destiny, and the only thing standing between them and their dream life is the decision to take action. It ignites an inner fire, pushing readers to commit fully to their transformation and embark on the journey toward a life of fulfillment, success, and boundless possibility. Chapter 1, Start Where Are You?, is a deeply transformative beginning to the journey of building your dream life, emphasizing that true change starts with self-awareness, acceptance, and a willingness to take action from the present moment. Many people delay their dreams because they feel unprepared, underqualified, or stuck in circumstances beyond their control. But this chapter dismantles that mindset by reinforcing the idea that where you are right now, regardless of challenges, setbacks, or perceived limitations, is the perfect place to begin. It introduces the power of self-reflection and encourages readers to take an honest inventory of their lives, assessing crucial areas such as career satisfaction, financial stability, emotional well-being, relationships, habits, and personal growth. By engaging in guided self-assessment exercises such as journaling, vision mapping, and life audits, readers gain clarity on what's working, what's not, and where they need to focus their energy for real progress. The chapter explores how limiting beliefs, self-doubt, and fear often paralyze people from moving forward, offering strategies to shift negative thought patterns into empowering ones that foster confidence and motivation. It emphasizes the importance of mindset as a driving force for success, teaching readers how to reframe obstacles as opportunities and how to cultivate gratitude for their present circumstances while still striving for improvement. Rather than waiting for ideal conditions, the chapter stresses that even the smallest, most imperfect step forward is infinitely more valuable than endless planning, hesitation, or comparison to others. It highlights real-life examples of individuals who overcame significant odds by simply starting where they were, proving that success isn't about having perfect resources, but about resourcefulness, persistence, and adaptability. Readers are encouraged to break their big dreams into smaller, manageable goals that align with their strengths and passions, reinforcing that progress is built through consistent action rather than grand, overnight transformations. The chapter also explores the role of personal responsibility in shaping one's future, reminding readers that no external force will magically change their circumstances. It is entirely up to them to take control and initiate movement toward the life they desire. By the end of this chapter, readers will have a renewed sense of empowerment, understanding that they do not need to wait for external validation, financial security, or the right time to begin their journey. Instead, they will recognize that every great success story starts with a single step taken from an imperfect place, and that their willingness to act today, despite uncertainty or fear, is what will ultimately lead them to the life they've always dreamed of. Chapter 2, Building a Compass, is a transformative guide to finding clarity, direction, and purpose in life by creating an internal framework that aligns personal values, work aspirations, and long-term fulfillment. Just as a physical compass provides guidance in unfamiliar territory, this chapter teaches that having a clear understanding of your worldview, beliefs about work, career success, and professional fulfillment and life view, your core values, purpose, and personal philosophy is essential for making aligned decisions and avoiding the common pitfalls of aimless drifting, external validation, and unfulfilling pursuits. Without a strong internal compass, many people find themselves stuck in careers or lifestyles that do not truly resonate with who they are, leading to frustration, burnout, and a lingering sense of emptiness despite external success. This chapter emphasizes that discovering your unique direction begins with deep introspection, self-honesty, and a willingness to explore what truly matters beyond social expectations, financial security, or temporary rewards. Through guided exercises, readers are encouraged to define their worldview by asking critical questions such as, what does meaningful work look like to me? What role should work play in my life? Is my definition of success based on my own desires or societal expectations? Similarly, defining a personal life view involves reflecting on questions like, what do I value most? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world? How do I define happiness, purpose, and fulfillment? By answering these questions, readers gain a clearer understanding of the forces that drive them, allowing them to make more intentional choices about their careers, relationships, personal growth, and overall life design. The chapter also introduces the concept of alignment, where one's work view and life view come together to create a balanced, meaningful, and fulfilling path. When these two perspectives are in harmony, decisions become easier, motivation is sustained, and success feels deeply satisfying rather than exhausting or hollow. However, when there is misalignment, such as pursuing a job for money while feeling unfulfilled or chasing a goal that contradicts core values, frustration and dissatisfaction arise. To help readers bridge the gap, this chapter provides actionable strategies such as journaling exercises, visualization techniques, and personal mission statement creation to solidify a guiding philosophy that acts as a roadmap for future decisions. Real-life examples and case studies illustrate how successful individuals have used their inner compass to navigate career shifts, overcome uncertainty, and build lives that reflect their deepest values. The chapter also warns against the dangers of external noise, pressure from family, societal expectations, or cultural norms that can push individuals toward paths that do not truly align with their purpose. Readers learn how to tune into their authentic desires and trust their intuition when making major life choices. By the end of this chapter, readers will have a well-defined personal compass, helping them navigate challenges, seize meaningful opportunities, and design a life that aligns with their true passions, purpose, and long-term vision. Ultimately, building a compass serves as a foundational step in ensuring that every decision, whether big or small, contributes to a life of success, fulfillment, and lasting happiness. Chapter 3, Wayfinding, is a powerful lesson in navigating life's journey by embracing action, adaptability, and continuous learning rather than waiting for a perfect plan or a clear, linear path to success. Inspired by the ancient practice of wayfinding, where explorers traveled vast distances without maps, relying on their instincts, observations, and small course corrections, this chapter teaches that building a fulfilling life is not about having all the answers in advance, but about actively engaging in experiences that reveal the right direction over time. Many people remain stuck due to fear of making the wrong choice, waiting endlessly for certainty before taking action. But this chapter breaks that cycle by emphasizing that clarity comes from movement, not from overthinking. It introduces the concept of life prototyping, a method where individuals test different paths, such as new careers, projects, or lifestyles through small, low-risk experiments that provide real-world feedback, helping them determine what truly excites, fulfills, and motivates them. Instead of obsessing over a single correct path, readers learn to embrace exploration, understanding that each experience, whether successful or not, provides valuable insights that refine their direction. This chapter also highlights the importance of tuning into internal signals, such as moments of energy, flow, and deep engagement, since these emotions indicate alignment with personal passions and strengths. Additionally, wayfinding dismantles the myth that success follows a straight path. Instead, it presents life as an evolving journey filled with unexpected turns, setbacks, and opportunities that require flexibility and resilience. It teaches readers to view obstacles not as failures, but as necessary adjustments that help them move closer to their dream life. By embracing adaptability, taking bold but measured steps, and remaining open to change, readers develop the confidence to navigate uncertainty and trust that the right path will unfold through action and experience. The chapter also provides real-life examples of individuals who discovered their ideal careers, passions, or lifestyles not through perfect planning, but by testing different opportunities, pivoting when necessary, and staying curious. Through practical exercises, such as journaling reflections, career shadowing, and low-stakes experimentation, readers learn how to actively participate in shaping their lives, rather than passively waiting for clarity to arrive. This mindset shift is crucial because it empowers individuals to move forward even in the face of doubt, understanding that progress is built through trial, error, and adjustment. The chapter also emphasizes that the best wayfinder are not those who never make mistakes, but those who quickly learn from experience and recalibrate their direction accordingly. It reinforces that no single decision is permanent. Every choice leads to new insights, opening doors to further growth and opportunities. By the end of this chapter, readers will have a newfound sense of agency over their future, recognizing that the best way to discover their purpose is not by endlessly analyzing possibilities, but by stepping out, experimenting, and refining their path based on what they learn. Wayfinding ultimately transforms the fear of uncertainty into excitement for exploration, showing that the dream life is not something one finds instantly, but something one actively builds through courage, action, and an openness to discovery. Chapter 4, Getting Unstuck, is a deep exploration of the mental, emotional, and practical barriers that keep people trapped in cycles of inaction, fear, and frustration, while providing clear strategies to break free and regain momentum toward a fulfilling life. Many people experience stagnation at some point, whether in their careers, personal growth, relationships, or creative endeavors, often due to self-doubt, perfectionism, fear of failure, or feeling overwhelmed by uncertainty. This chapter emphasizes that being stuck is not a permanent state, but a natural part of the journey, a signal that change is necessary, and that the key to progress lies in shifting perspective and taking deliberate action. It introduces the importance of self-awareness in recognizing patterns of stagnation, helping readers identify whether they are stuck due to fear of making the wrong choice, lack of motivation, external pressures, or limiting beliefs that keep them from moving forward. The chapter explains how analysis paralysis, overthinking every decision, often leads to inaction, reinforcing the idea that clarity and progress come from action, not from waiting for the perfect plan. It offers techniques such as reframing negative thoughts, challenging limiting beliefs, and adopting a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and opportunities expand through effort and learning, rather than remaining fixed. Readers are encouraged to break large, overwhelming goals into smaller, manageable steps, making progress feel achievable rather than intimidating. The chapter also explores how changing routines, seeking new experiences, and exposing oneself to different environments can disrupt stagnation and reignite creativity and motivation. Additionally, it highlights the importance of surrounding oneself with supportive, inspiring individuals who challenge self-imposed limitations and provide encouragement. Real-life examples illustrate how people who once felt completely stuck, whether in careers, relationships, or personal projects, were able to break free by taking small but meaningful actions, reinforcing the idea that even the smallest step forward creates momentum. Practical exercises such as journaling, mind mapping, structured decision-making, and visualization techniques are introduced to help readers clarify what is holding them back and develop concrete action plans to move forward. The chapter also acknowledges the emotional side of getting unstuck, teaching strategies for managing fear, self-doubt, and internal resistance, so these emotions no longer serve as roadblocks. It encourages readers to stop waiting for motivation to strike and instead build momentum through action, as action itself generates clarity, confidence, and new opportunities. It emphasizes that setbacks and failures are not signs of permanent failure, but necessary learning experiences that refine one's path and lead to greater self-discovery. By the end of this chapter, readers will understand that feeling stuck is not a reflection of their potential, but simply a temporary phase that can be overcome with the right mindset and strategies. They will feel empowered to take control of their progress, shift from frustration to action, and realize that no matter how lost or stuck they feel, forward movement is always within their control. Getting unstuck ultimately transforms the feeling of powerlessness into one of possibility, proving that change begins the moment a single step is taken toward a new direction. Chapter 5, Design Your Lives, is a powerful blueprint for intentionally shaping your future by applying creativity, flexibility, and real-world experimentation, rather than blindly following societal expectations or feeling stuck in a predefined path. Many people struggle with the fear of making the wrong choices, believing they must have everything figured out before taking action. But this chapter dismantles that myth by emphasizing that life is an evolving journey that can be shaped and reshaped at any stage. Inspired by design thinking, the same principles used by innovators to create groundbreaking products, this chapter encourages an iterative, exploratory approach where individuals actively test different paths, refine their direction based on real experiences, and continuously evolve toward a more fulfilling life. It introduces Odyssey planning, a technique where readers draft multiple possible versions of their future lives, each reflecting a different mix of passions, careers, lifestyles, and aspirations to explore the range of fulfilling possibilities available to them. By moving beyond the idea of a single correct life path, this method liberates readers from indecision and fear of failure, replacing uncertainty with excitement for discovery. The chapter also teaches prototyping life experiences, a strategy that involves testing out ideas in small, low-risk ways such as internships, side projects, shadowing professionals, volunteering, or even having deep conversations with people in desired fields before making long-term commitments. Through real-world experimentation, readers gain clarity about what truly excites and energizes them rather than basing major life choices on assumptions or societal pressures. This approach reduces the fear of failure because every experience, whether positive or negative, provides valuable data that refines future decisions. The chapter also challenges conventional definitions of success, urging readers to move beyond external validations such as wealth, status, or traditional career markers and instead create a personal definition of success based on fulfillment, purpose, and well-being. Through guided self-reflection exercises, readers identify their core values, strengths, and priorities, ensuring that their life choices align with what genuinely matters to them rather than what is expected of them. It also addresses the psychological barriers that keep people stuck, such as fear, perfectionism, and limiting beliefs, offering strategies to shift their mindset and break free from patterns of self-doubt. Additionally, the chapter emphasizes adaptability, recognizing that life is unpredictable and that the ability to pivot, reimagine, and adjust plans based on new experiences is key to long-term success and happiness. Real-life examples of people who have successfully designed and redesigned their lives illustrate that no single decision is final, and that reinvention is possible at any stage. This chapter ultimately transforms the way readers approach their future by shifting their mindset from passive waiting to active creation, proving that the most fulfilling lives are not found, they are intentionally designed through curiosity, courage, and consistent, purposeful action. By the end, readers will have a structured yet flexible roadmap for designing a life that is not just successful by external standards, but deeply. Chapter 6, Prototyping, is a powerful approach to designing a fulfilling life by actively testing ideas, career paths, passions, and potential futures through small, low-risk experiments before making significant commitments. Many people remain stuck in uncertainty, paralyzed by fear of making the wrong decision. But this chapter emphasizes that true clarity and confidence come from action, not overthinking. Instead of trying to predict the perfect future, readers learn to engage with the world through hands-on experiences such as internships, side projects, volunteering, freelancing, job shadowing, and informational interviews to gather real insights into what excites and energizes them. This approach shifts the mindset from seeing choices as permanent and high stakes to viewing them as flexible, iterative experiments that provide valuable learning. Through prototyping, individuals test different career paths, hobbies, and passions without committing years of their lives to something that might not be the right fit. The chapter explains that failure in prototyping is not failure at all. Rather, it is feedback that refines and clarifies what truly aligns with one's values and goals. By embracing this iterative process, people can move past perfectionism, analysis paralysis, and self-doubt, realizing that meaningful progress comes from testing, learning, and adapting along the way. Prototyping also fosters adaptability, a crucial skill in today's fast-changing world, as it allows individuals to pivot, adjust, and refine their direction based on real-world experiences rather than assumptions or societal expectations. The chapter encourages readers to adopt a mindset of curiosity, treating life as an ongoing experiment where every experience, whether positive or challenging, adds valuable data to their journey. It also highlights that successful people across various fields, from entrepreneurs to artists to professionals, have used prototyping to explore and refine their paths, rather than waiting for a single, perfect plan. Practical exercises guide readers through designing their own prototypes, from identifying areas of interest to mapping out small, actionable steps to test those ideas. This hands-on approach reduces fear, builds confidence, and creates momentum, proving that people don't need to have everything figured out to start moving forward. Additionally, the chapter discusses the importance of community and collaboration in prototyping, showing how engaging with mentors, peers, and industry professionals can provide fresh perspectives and opportunities. Readers are encouraged to step outside their comfort zones, take risks without fear of permanent failure, and view every experience as a stepping stone toward a more fulfilling life. Ultimately, prototyping teaches that designing your dream life isn't about making one big, perfect decision. It's about continuously testing, learning, and evolving through small, intentional steps, transforming uncertainty into opportunity and fear into excitement for what's possible. Chapter 7. How Not to Get a Job dives deep into the many ways job seekers unintentionally sabotage their chances of landing meaningful employment by relying on ineffective, outdated, and passive job search methods. Many people assume that securing a job is simply a numbers game, submitting as many online applications as possible, sending generic resumes, and waiting for a response. But this approach often leads to frustration, rejection, and wasted efforts. This chapter explains why blindly applying to hundreds of job postings without tailoring applications or understanding company needs rarely works, as most resumes get filtered out by applicant tracking systems before a human even sees them. It highlights the dangers of relying solely on job boards instead of tapping into the hidden job market, where many of the best opportunities are never publicly posted and are filled through networking and referrals. The chapter also emphasizes how failing to research a company, not customizing cover letters, and using outdated resume formats can make a candidate appear unprepared and unremarkable. Another key mistake is focusing too much on job titles, rather than understanding the actual work, culture, and growth opportunities within a company. Many job seekers also make the critical error of networking only when they need a job, rather than consistently building relationships and adding value to their professional connections. The chapter explains that sending cold applications without any personal connection to the company is far less effective than leveraging personal and professional networks, conducting informational interviews, and getting referred by insiders. It also warns against going into interviews unprepared, lacking enthusiasm, failing to ask insightful questions, or not following up properly, all of which can leave a negative impression on employers. Additionally, the chapter discusses how rigid expectations, an unwillingness to explore different paths, and a failure to adapt to industry trends can severely limit job prospects. It encourages readers to shift their mindset from a passive apply and wait approach to an active strategy that involves research, networking, skill building, and creative problem solving. The chapter provides actionable steps to help job seekers avoid these common pitfalls, such as reaching out to professionals in their desired field, attending industry events, using social media to engage with potential employers, and demonstrating their value through personal projects or freelance work. By the end of the chapter, readers will understand that job searching is not just about filling out applications, it's about positioning themselves as the best candidate through strategic networking, strong personal branding, and an intentional, informed approach. Ultimately, How Not to Get a Job teaches that success in the job market is not about luck or volume, it's about being proactive, building relationships, and aligning with opportunities in a meaningful way. Chapter 8. Designing Your Dream Job teaches readers how to take control of their career paths by actively creating opportunities that align with their passions, strengths, and values rather than passively waiting for the perfect job to appear. Many people believe that they must fit themselves into existing job roles, but this chapter challenges that notion by emphasizing that careers, like great products, can be designed through experimentation, iteration, and strategic action. It introduces the idea that work should not only provide financial stability, but also be meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with one's personal values, lifestyle preferences, and long-term aspirations. The chapter explores how traditional job searching often leads to frustration, because it relies on applying to predefined roles rather than identifying and shaping work that truly excites the individual. To counter this, it encourages readers to adopt a designer's mindset, which involves testing different career possibilities through small, low-risk experiments such as freelancing, side projects, internships, volunteering, or job shadowing before making major commitments. This iterative approach allows individuals to gain real-world experience, refine their interests, and discover unexpected opportunities without the pressure of an all-or-nothing decision. The chapter also stresses the power of networking and relationship building, showing how informational interviews, mentorship, and leveraging personal connections can lead to hidden job opportunities that may never be publicly listed. Instead of seeing networking as a transactional task, readers are encouraged to view it as an ongoing process of learning, collaboration, and value exchange. Additionally, the chapter discusses the importance of crafting a compelling personal brand, whether through an online portfolio, a strong LinkedIn presence, or thought leadership of a particular industry to attract the right opportunities. It also highlights that a dream job is not just about a prestigious title or a high salary, but about designing work that integrates well with personal goals, whether that means flexibility, creative freedom, social impact, or career growth. Readers are guided through a process of self-reflection to identify what truly matters to them, ensuring that they pursue roles that provide long-term satisfaction rather than short-term validation. The chapter further dismantles the myth that there is only one dream job for each person, explaining that fulfilling careers can take multiple forms and evolve over time. By embracing adaptability and continuous learning, individuals can reshape their professional lives as their interests and circumstances change. Moreover, it provides real-life examples of people who have successfully designed their own dream jobs by thinking outside traditional career paths, proving that with creativity, persistence, and strategic action, it is possible to shape a career that is both personally and professionally rewarding. Ultimately, designing your dream job is about shifting from a passive job-seeking mindset to an active job-creating mindset, where individuals take ownership of their future, explore different paths through real-world experiences, and continuously refine their work to align with their evolving aspirations. By the end of the chapter, readers will understand that dream jobs are not found, they are designed through curiosity, experimentation, and intentional action. Chapter 9, Choosing Happiness, teaches that happiness is not a destination that comes after success, wealth, or achievements. It is a daily choice shaped by our mindsets, actions, and the way we design our lives. Many people spend years chasing external rewards, believing that once they land the perfect job, earn a certain salary, or reach a prestigious milestone, they will finally be happy. However, this chapter challenges that belief, explaining that true happiness comes from within and must be cultivated intentionally rather than passively awaited. It emphasizes that fulfillment is not about reaching a final point of success, but about enjoying the journey, aligning with personal values, and finding meaning in everyday experiences. The chapter explores how happiness is deeply connected to gratitude, purpose, and self-awareness, urging readers to reflect on what truly brings them joy rather than blindly following societal expectations. It highlights how small daily choices, such as practicing mindfulness, nurturing relationships, engaging in meaningful work, and embracing personal growth, can dramatically impact long-term happiness. By shifting focus from external validation to intrinsic fulfillment, individuals can free themselves from the endless cycle of "I'll be happy when," and start appreciating life in the present. The chapter also dives into the science of happiness, explaining how our brains adapt to circumstances and why constantly seeking more does not always lead to greater satisfaction. It introduces the concept of hedonic adaptation, showing how people quickly return to a baseline level of happiness after experiencing positive or negative changes, and suggests ways to counter this effect through gratitude, new experiences, and reframing challenges. Additionally, it discusses the importance of emotional resilience, teaching that setbacks, failures, and disappointments are inevitable, but do not have to define one's happiness. By developing self-compassion and learning to navigate difficulties with a growth mindset, individuals can maintain a sense of joy and optimism even in tough times. The chapter also highlights how relationships play a crucial role in happiness, emphasizing that meaningful connections with family, friends, and supportive communities contribute more to well-being than material success. It encourages readers to invest time in building strong relationships, fostering kindness, and engaging in acts of service, as giving to others has been shown to increase personal happiness. Another key aspect explored in this chapter is the role of personal freedom, having control over one's time, choices, and lifestyle preferences, which allows people to create a life that truly resonates with their desires, rather than conforming to external pressures. The chapter provides practical strategies for incorporating more happiness into daily life, such as journaling, practicing positive self-talk, engaging in hobbies, and making time for rest and relaxation. It also warns against common happiness traps, such as comparison, perfectionism, and overworking, which often lead to stress rather than satisfaction. By understanding that happiness is a skill that can be developed rather than a reward to be earned, individuals can make conscious decisions to design a life filled with joy, meaning, and fulfillment. Ultimately, choosing happiness is about realizing that happiness is not something we must wait for. It is something we create, nurture, and embody through our thoughts, habits, and the way we approach life every single day. Chapter 10: Failure Immunity redefines failure as a stepping stone to success rather than something to be feared, avoided, or seen as a personal shortcoming. Many people let the fear of failure paralyze them, preventing them from taking risks, pursuing their dreams, or stepping outside their comfort zones. This chapter shifts that perspective, teaching that failure is an essential and unavoidable part of growth, learning, and long-term success. It highlights how some of the most accomplished individuals in history, scientists, entrepreneurs, artists, and innovators, did not achieve greatness by avoiding failure, but by embracing it, learning from it, and continuously adapting. The chapter introduces the concept of failure immunity, which means developing a mindset that allows setbacks to become sources of strength rather than discouragement. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, individuals can reframe it as valuable feedback that helps them refine their strategies, improve their skills, and build resilience. The chapter explains how society often glorifies success while hiding the struggles and failures that come before it, leading many people to falsely believe that successful individuals never experience setbacks. This misconception causes fear, self-doubt, and perfectionism, preventing people from taking necessary risks. By shifting focus from outcome-based thinking to a growth-oriented mindset, readers learn how to view failure as an experiment rather than a verdict. The chapter also explores the neuroscience of failure, showing how the brain adapts and grows stronger through repeated challenges, much like a muscle that gets stronger through exercise. It provides practical techniques for developing failure immunity, such as cognitive reframing, changing the way we interpret setbacks, so that instead of seeing them as personal defeats, we view them as opportunities for learning and improvement. Another key strategy is emotional resilience, which involves managing self-talk, practicing self-compassion, and separating one's self-worth from external achievements. The chapter discusses how those who build failure immunity develop a sense of curiosity, treating life as a series of experiments where mistakes are part of the process rather than signs of incompetence. It encourages individuals to adopt a prototype mindset, meaning that instead of striving for immediate perfection, they test, iterate, and refine their ideas over time, just as designers and innovators do when creating new products. This approach reduces the pressure of getting things right on the first try and fosters creativity, exploration, and confidence. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of psychological flexibility, the ability to adapt to change, embrace uncertainty, and stay open to new possibilities even when plans don't go as expected. By building failure immunity, individuals can take bolder steps, handle rejection more effectively, and navigate life's uncertainties with confidence rather than fear. The chapter provides real-world examples of people who transformed failures into breakthroughs, proving that resilience and perseverance are far more valuable than avoiding mistakes. It challenges readers to stop measuring success solely by achievements and instead recognize progress, effort, and lessons learned along the way. Ultimately, failure immunity teaches that true success is not about never failing, it's about continuously learning, growing, and having the courage to keep moving forward despite setbacks. By embracing failure as a necessary and even beneficial part of life, individuals can break free from fear, take meaningful action, and create a future where they thrive, no matter the obstacles they encounter. Chapter 11, Building a Team, highlights that no great success is ever achieved in isolation. Having the right people by your side can accelerate growth, provide critical support, and open doors to new opportunities. Many people believe that personal achievement is a solo endeavor, but this chapter emphasizes that the most successful individuals and organizations rely on strong, well-structured teams to achieve their goals. Whether in career, business, or personal development, surrounding yourself with a network of supportive, skilled, and diverse individuals allows for collaboration, shared wisdom, and continuous learning. The chapter explains that great teams are not just about assembling people with similar skills, but about bringing together individuals with complementary strengths, different perspectives, and aligned values. It explores the power of mentorship, coaching, and advisory relationships, showing how learning from those with experience can help avoid costly mistakes and fast-track progress. The chapter also stresses the importance of choosing team members intentionally, seeking out people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you, while minimizing the influence of toxic, negative, or unproductive relationships. It provides practical advice on how to identify, attract, and nurture meaningful professional and personal connections that contribute to long-term success. Communication is a key focus, as the ability to express ideas clearly, resolve conflicts, and establish trust determines the strength of any team. The chapter delves into leadership principles, emphasizing that strong teams thrive in environments where members feel valued, heard, and empowered to contribute their unique talents. By fostering a culture of respect, accountability, and shared purpose, individuals can build teams that are not only productive, but also deeply fulfilling to be part of. It also discusses networking as a strategic tool, showing how proactive relationship building leads to unexpected opportunities, mentorship, and collaboration. Instead of viewing networking as a transactional effort, the chapter encourages readers to approach it with authenticity, generosity, and a long-term perspective. Another key concept introduced is the idea of mastermind groups, small, high-value circles of like-minded individuals who meet regularly to share insights, challenge each other's thinking, and provide support in achieving ambitious goals. The chapter explains that while assembling a great team takes time, effort, and intentionality, the benefits far outweigh the challenges. Having the right people around you means having access to new ideas, encouragement during setbacks, and collective problem solving when facing obstacles. It also explores the psychology behind team dynamics, detailing how trust, shared responsibility, and mutual respect contribute to high-functioning teams that drive innovation and success. Case studies of influential leaders, entrepreneurs, and creatives illustrate how carefully curated teams have played an instrumental role in their journeys. The chapter ultimately challenges readers to assess their current network, identify gaps, and take proactive steps to cultivate relationships that align with their aspirations. Building a team is about understanding that no one succeeds alone. Surrounding yourself with the right people, fostering meaningful connections, and creating a supportive environment can transform the way you work, grow, and achieve your dreams. Conclusion. The conclusion of How to Build Your Dream Life reinforces the profound realization that life is not a predetermined path, but an ongoing journey that we have the power to shape through our choices, actions, and mindset. It challenges the traditional belief that success and happiness are destinations to be reached, and instead reframes them as continuous processes of growth, learning, and intentional design. This book has emphasized that waiting for the perfect moment or a clear-cut path to emerge is a mistake. Life is designed through action, experimentation, and adaptation. There is no universal blueprint for a fulfilling life, because fulfillment is deeply personal, shaped by our values, passions, and unique aspirations. The key to success is not rigidly following a predefined formula, but being open to discovery, iteration, and change. By adopting a designer's mindset, readers learn to view life as a creative process where failures are not setbacks, but essential learning experiences that refine their journey. Resilience, adaptability, and the courage to embrace uncertainty become the driving forces behind a meaningful life. The conclusion urges readers to reject the limiting belief that they must have everything figured out before taking action. Instead, small, consistent steps guided by curiosity and experimentation lead to true personal growth and fulfillment. Through the principles outlined in this book, self-awareness, value-driven decision-making, strategic risk-taking, resilience in the face of obstacles, and the power of building strong relationships, individuals can craft lives that are not just successful by external standards, but deeply satisfying on a personal level. The book underscores that happiness is not a reward to be earned after achieving external milestones, but a mindset and practice that can be cultivated daily through gratitude, purpose, and meaningful work. It also emphasizes that surrounding oneself with the right people, mentors, collaborators, and supporters can accelerate growth, provide motivation, and open doors to new possibilities. A major lesson from this journey is that failure is not the opposite of success, but an essential ingredient of it. The most fulfilled individuals are those who take risks, make mistakes, and learn from every experience rather than allowing fear to hold them back. The conclusion encourages readers to break free from societal expectations and define success on their own terms, creating lives that are uniquely aligned with their desires and aspirations rather than conforming to external pressures. It stresses that true fulfillment is not about reaching a final destination, but about the process of continuously evolving, refining, and designing a life that feels authentic. By reframing setbacks as opportunities for growth and embracing the unknown with confidence, individuals can transform challenges into stepping stones toward a better future. The book serves as a call to action, to stop passively wishing for a better life and start actively designing one by taking bold, intentional steps forward. It reassures readers that uncertainty and doubt are natural, but should never be excuses for inaction. Clarity and purpose emerge through movement, exploration, and trial and error. Every individual holds the power to shape their future through daily choices, meaningful connections, and a mindset of curiosity and resilience. Ultimately, How to Build Your Dream Life is not just a book, it is a transformational guide that empowers readers to take control of their destiny, embrace their own potential, and create a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. It reinforces the idea that the most extraordinary lives are not found, they are designed, shaped, and built by those who dare to dream, take action, and never stop growing.